and welcome to the Asian Critic Chick TV show reviews, where I review the TV shows and cartoons we grew up with, as well as the ones we have today. Well, there's really no getting around it, is there? I'm reviewing Barney. Do you have any idea how that makes me feel? An adult reviewing Barney? Something I normally would have caught dead watching? But there was a time when I loved seeing this jolly purple dinosaur on TV and watching him dance and hearing him sing and wishing that I could be one of the kids standing next to him. Heck, there was even a time when my room was Barney themed. Shut up! But you have to ask yourself, how was this psychedelic reptilian Hugosaurus created? Is he Godzilla's bastard son? Did Godzilla suddenly get bored one day and do it with a rainbow? Could have happened. Well, it so happens that in 1987, a woman named Cheryl Leach in Dallas, Texas created Barney to amuse her 2-year-old son, Patrick. Barney's success eventually led to a 1989 TV series, Barney and the Backyard Gang, that was a hit sensation with toddlers and elementary-age kids from 5 to 6. Following the series' end in 1991, a new rebooted series was released in 1992 on PBS under the name Barney and Friends. As Barney's success continued, the show went on to produce 15 seasons until the year 2009, before ending its air in 2010. However, Barney and Friends still remains in many households as a major part of family-friendly children's entertainment to this day. Now, how the hell did this guy stick around for so damn long? What is it about him that keeps him here? What is it about him that makes him never go away? I hadn't seen this shit in 14 years, and I knew it was about time for me to give this show the long overdue, well-deserved bashing it deserves. So, get ready to brutally vandalize this world of imagination with me. This is Barney and Friends. First, let's start with our star character, Barney.
Whoa! Hi, everybody!
Oh God, go shoot yourself in the eye. What can I really say about him? He's Barney. He's the epitome of everything sugar-coated, sticky, gooey, and whimsical, and cuddly, plushy, magical, tragical, radicalness. When you're a kid, watching him is like candy for the eyes. He's friendly, loving, cheerful, optimistic, never gets pissed off, never pushes anyone away, probably the nicest guy you will ever meet, the best friend you will ever have, and really, what's not to like about this guy? He's awesome. He's a purple Jesus. But when you become older, something happens. You suddenly find that you can't stand this guy. Just looking at him makes your insides try to devour themselves and makes you want to go Scarface on his ass.
Say hello to my little friend!
Barney's friends are a group of unnaturally happy-go-lucky kids who have nothing else better to do but to stay at school and learn some more from this colorful walking and talking punching bag. So basically, these kids love to learn so much that they would rather stay at school and learn some more. Wow, aren't these kids just an elementary teacher's dream come true? They're like those kids that show up on those damn posters they like to put up on the walls. And the twisted part is that the reason why they're so goody-goody is because they're exemplifying certain behaviors for little kids to follow. There are times when they do disagree with each other, get angry, or do the wrong things, but it's mainly for show. And thanks to this Godzilla Care Bear love child here, their problems are resolved within 2 minutes, or 1 song rather. Yeah, isn't it that easy? Lucky for them that Barney is a full-blooded saint himself, who always does the right thing, is always in a positive mood, never gets upset. I mean, have you ever seen Barney get angry? For the most part, everyone on this show acts like everything is all hunky-dory. Everyone gets along, everyone is lively and energetic, everyone agrees to everything, everyone tries to do good. I admit it. It is refreshing to see a kid's show stress moral values, but to make them perfect? Or more accurately, almost perfect? I get it, this is educational TV, and we should be looking up to these people, but this is devoid of reality. What kind of kids act like this? None! What kind of kids would want to act like this? Hopefully none. Who acts like Barney? Nobody. especially if they're with regular kids all day. Have you even seen normal kids? Those are real kids, willful, loud, and monstrous. These are heavily drugged kids. Did the lunch lady put PCP in their PB&J sandwiches or something?
You ever seen what this stuff does to kids?
Oh, that's why they see Barney. It all makes sense. It's no wonder they call PCP angel dust. According to the show, or the theme song rather, Barney is not really hanging out with these kids. They're imagining he is. And when they use their imaginations when Barney is around, magical things happen. But sometimes they don't even have to use their imaginations. In fact, oftentimes they just have to say the word imagine, and whatever happens next just happens.
Just imagine.
Oh, good idea. Let's all imagine.
Let's all imagine! It just happens! If things just appear out of nowhere without them having to wish for it, then how is that using their imagination? It's not really imagination if it really happens. Imagination is pretending something is happening when it isn't really happening. Also, is everything we're seeing only what the kids see or what everybody sees? Does Barney come to life when they imagine him coming to life, or does he just stay a doll the whole time? The only hint I really did find was in one of the first Barney movies ever made, Barney's Great Adventure. Yes, I did watch it, shut up! Where Barney is hidden in a bathtub and the two girls who play with him simply imagine Barney and he comes right out of their shower.
Towel, please. Thank you, Marcella.
He knows my name.
Stalker! So I guess all you have to do is imagine him being alive, as the song suggests.
Barney can be your friend too if you just make believe him.
And aside from imagining, another way they express that euphoria is by singing. They sing, sing, sing! They usually sing to show that they're enjoying themselves, but since they enjoy every activity they're doing, they end up singing about everything.
There is nothing like a glass of milk. Nothing like a glass of milk. Oh, when I walk.
Oh, what I want!
Across the street. Popcorn is really neat. Fun to make and fun to eat.
Looking at the pictures, looking at the words. I love to read. Whoa.
Hey, here's an idea. How about singing about how good it feels to breathe? Breathing is fun. Breathing is good for you. Breathing you can do all the time. I love to breathe! Oh, and not forgetting, Barney has other friends who often come and join the party. Baby Bop, BJ, and whoa! Who the hell is this guy? Oh yeah, this is Riff, everybody. He joined the cast in 2006. Okay, I'm just going to say it right now. Barney, dude, you are not perfect. You are not Jesus. You did not die for our sins. Like anybody here in the real world, there are times when you mess up too. Don't believe me? Take a look.
I know it's Saturday, Barney, but I wish you could see my school. I wish there was school every day.
Wish? Did I hear someone say wish?
Barney! Oh, Barney, you hurt me!
Oh, congratulations, you just broke into the school. Hope security comes in soon to arrest your fat purple ass. You couldn't tell the little girl to wait until Monday. So you go against the law and break and enter into a public place without permission? And you were not just doing it in the later episodes, you did it in the earlier episodes too, as in a second episode of Barney and the Backyard Gang. Yeah, do you remember what you did to poor Jason? When the whole Backyard Gang wished to be at the fun park, but Jason didn't want to be at the fun park and he wanted to go to the petting zoo. And what is it you did again?
If I sent you on ahead, you could get things ready for us and we'd join you in a little bit. And you could play with all the animals until we got there. How does that sound?
That sounds great.
Yeah, now he's gone. So you left the child in another place without any adult supervision while you stayed and let the other kids have their fun? You are the worst babysitter ever. You make Mr. Mom look like Mary Poppins! Oh, and what about that concert in New York City? The kids made something special for everyone and put it in the Barney bag, but then the Wingster came around and stole it. And what did you say?
He's not really bad. He's just a silly fellow who loves to play tricks and jokes.
Yes! You said that! You said to hundreds of trusting children and to their mommies and daddies that stealing is not bad! Wake up, you son of a Care-Bear's bitch! He stole the Barney bag! Stealing is wrong! What the fuck is wrong with you? Yeah, even this show has its twisted moments. But as for downright perversion, well, not really. I mean, there are a few, but obviously all unintentional. That's how innocent and friggin' pristine this show is. But isn't the whole idea behind this show pretty sick? Think about it. A bunch of well-behaved, euphoric kids who hang around this smiling, mysterious, cellulite creature that's constantly rewarding them and touching them with no adults in sight, and the parents are strangely okay with this? Or do they even know? And you know what I find even more sickening about it? This show is ginormously popular. It is an empire. This show has been aired in over 16 different countries, has had nearly 30 concerts and tours, both nationwide and worldwide. My God, why did the producers feel the need for this show to be big? It's Barney, for God's sakes! But is the show all bad? Of course not. It just so happens that the cycle of growing up with Barney and suddenly disliking him intensely has become part of a rite of passage for many people. Once you're no longer able to appreciate his good nature without wanting to barbecue him, then BAM! You're growing up. And when you're away from the malty, schmaltzy qualities of Barney and Friends for so long, when you finally do come back to it, you'll see that this show is just dripping with nostalgic goodness. Even though they could be toned down a great deal, I appreciate this show's morals and messages. I appreciate that they made the kids really diverse. Where else would you see whites, blacks, Hispanics, Asians, and the handicapped all together, treating each other as equals, besides Sesame Street? As unrealistic as these kids act, I do give them credit. Unfortunately, none of these kids really made it big after starring on the show. No, don't know him, don't know her, don't know her. Oh, holy shit! Selena Gomez? Demi Lovato? They started with Barney? Wow, I guess having Barney on your acting resume doesn't put any detriments on your future success. In the end, what's the real reason why these kids hang out with Barney in the first place? Well, there's one thing very clear. They enjoy being with him. He makes them feel happy, lively, and worthwhile. He encourages them to never lose their childish sense of wonder and enchantment, and reminds them that there is always a way to incorporate that in their day. Every day they leave as better people, and all it takes is one afternoon of playtime with their best friend, Barney. However, Barney and Friends has its generous share of criticisms and ridiculing, being voted one of the 50 worst shows of all time in a 2002 issue of TV Guide, and having a minuscule 3.2 rating out of 10 stars on imdb.com. There is also an existing term that is literally called anti-Barney humor, which includes comics, films, computer games, cartoons, and songs, all hating on the purple philanthropist or parodying the show itself. Well, whether you love him to the end, and he loves you too, or you hate him to the depths of a prison septic tank, just remember, he is never going away. And that was Barney and Friends. Hope this review has either brought you back or made you feel even more grateful to not have grown up in the 90s or later. Thanks again for watching the Asian Critic Chick TV show reviews. I'll be back next time with another installment. Something that might be of interest to all you anime fans out there. So, don't forget to tune in for more episodes and catch them all! Oh, shit!